Hey everybody, welcome to In the Kitchen with the Conservationist Conversationalist. I am the Conservationist Conversationalist, Brandon, as you could have guessed, and it is hot outside right now. I can't tell, but it's hot outside, and so I've got a no-bake recipe today, because who wants to turn that oven on and make the apartment or the house hotter than it already is? I've got you guys in mind. You know, it's like 350 degrees down in California, 520 in Arizona. It's only 92 here today, so it's an oasis of sorts, but still hot. So yeah, and humidity kills. It always does. Hopefully not literally. So I got a great recipe for you. It's a great recipe, and you're gonna want to stick around and see how to make it. So there are plenty of vegan peanut butter pie recipes online, all with different variations. Some have some chocolate coating on top, blah blah blah. This is my variation, similar to a few, but I've made some tweaks. So we're gonna start off with the organic brown sugar and light brown sugar, some almond flour, and then let's see, you're gonna need some coconut oil and some unsweetened cocoa. One of the best products you're going to come across in pretty much any dessert. It's necessary almost always. There are those few exceptions that don't need it, but really, come on, peanut butter, guys. Peanut butter makes everything better. Peanut butter makes everything better. Say that 5 times fast. Peanut butter makes everything better. You betcha. Got some maple syrup or table syrup, whichever one you want to go with, whatever you prefer. And we got some sea salt, just a little pinch of that, and then out of the freezer, some Cocoa Whip, which is really cool because it's like Cool Whip, except it's vegan and it's with coconut. So yeah, there you go. Alright, so first we're going to start with the crust. I already put the almond flour inside of there, and you can do that first, or you don't have to. You can do it totally, you can do it backwards from how I'm doing. But next I'm going to put the cocoa powder in, and that's about a 1/4 cup if you're into that kind of thing. Or you can just throw it in there, see what happens. Now we're going to also move on to putting some coconut oil as well as the brown sugar. Now just a reminder too, you can actually use coconut sugar as well for this instead of brown sugar. But I tend to use brown sugar a little bit more. The reason why is I like to call some people coconut sensitive. And that means they can taste coconut when other people can't. And so if you use too many coconut products and you have somebody going, I don't like the taste of coconut, and not that they all have accents like that, that's just what went off my brain first. So then you're forced to say, oh, okay, well, it's not your thing, sorry about that. So that's why I go for the brown sugar. If you like if you got a lot of coconut fanatics in your friend circle and your family, then go ahead and use the coconut sugar instead of the brown sugar. I like to use brown sugar. Now I'm going to add some maple syrup. And you know what they say about maple syrup? They say it's Canada's gift to the world. And it's the only place you can get maple syrup is in Canada. It's illegal to grow maple syrup anywhere else in this world. So now comes a little bit of the tricky part, because they teach you in whatever culinary school I obviously didn't go to, they teach you a pinch of salt. The question is, who are we pinching? Because it could be a big pinch, or it could be a small pinch, and it could be a playful pinch, or it could be I'm angry pinch. So you got to make the decision. You got to say, I'm going with this style pinch. And just go with it. So pick your pinch. Whatever you do, and I'm saying this because I care, don't grab the pepper by accident. That could be really bad. Now you're going to stir this mixture up. I've got, I'm moving on up. I've got this new hand mixer I'm going to be using later. But for this part, for the crust, I think it's probably okay to just kind of nicely stir it together, not go too crazy. Even on speed 1, like I've never had any mixers before, and speed 1 scares the living daylights out of me right now on the hand mixer. So for the crust, it's your choice, your call, but I just mix this by hand. So now you're gonna press this mixture into the sides of the pan. In fact, you know what? I like to go a little bit up on the sides. Some people say, no, don't go on the sides. Don't go on the sides. Don't do that. Just leave it down the bottom. But I like to go up the sides. I think it gives them more, By the way, I wanted to let everybody know I've never made a pie crust from scratch, ever. This is the first time. So be proud of me. I'm proud of myself. Leave me a comment of encouragement in the section below this video. I really appreciate it. This is not very even, but what in life is even? Nothing. Life isn't fair. They teach you that when they're young, and then they tell you to believe in stuff like Santa Claus and Tooth Fairy and all that. And you realize that all those fairy tales are just lies that adults tell you, and then when you get older, they beat you down and they tell you, no, you can't do that. You can't be in a rock band your whole life, Brandon. That's just not the smart thing to do, because you'll never make money. You want a steady career, go to college, do all that stuff. All right, I think we're done. So yeah, put this bad boy in the freezer while you're making the next part. And by the way, the next part, that's where the fun truly begins, folks. But before we get to that, I want to tell you all, another reason why it's so great when you're not using the oven or the stove. The other day, and I'm sure you guys really all care about this, and even if you don't, you're going to have to listen to it anyway. Or I guess you could just fast forward. But yeah, so I was really excited because I was making cinnamon rolls, and I will admit, they were from a tube, so not worthy of a video. But yeah, so I was making cinnamon rolls. They were vegan, and I got so excited that I forgot to use the oven mitt when I was taking them out, and I burnt my fingers. I don't know if you can see my thumb. I can kind of see there, and then my index finger. I'm not pointing at you, sorry. There we go, look at. Yeah, so I burnt them and they're like starting to blister, and so this is great. There's almost no chance of hurting myself with this recipe, but then again, I have defied the odds before, so stay tuned. Alright, so I put the cocoa whip in the bowl, and it basically uses the whole thing. You could leave a little bit in there if you want, but next comes the, oh man, I've been loving you, peanut butter, for so long. Now I've got to wash a spoon. I gotta be hygienic and stuff. If you're serving it to other people, I'll just get a new spoon. But that was worth it. It really was. Alright, so here's this new beaut. Check that out. Speed 1. I'm already freaking out. Speed 2. Oh, holy bleep. 3. No, they're gonna come spinning off, right? 4. This cannot be legal. And then there's 5. And now I am actually about to go into shock. So I'm going to start on speed 1. I haven't done this before, so, oh man, good vibes. Oh boy. Oh no. Alright, I think this is going okay, but I am terrified, I'll admit it. Hey, so, word of advice, remember to shut the, this powerful little gadget off before you take it out of the bowl. Not that I, like, did anything that stupid or whatever, but, man, the power that you wield with this, it's incredible. Yeah, might as well. Man, you guys didn't need that. Alright, so now you're just going to put this beautiful mixture onto the crust, and you know what? That is looking pretty good. I've never done this before. So see, you can do it too. Yeah, this is glorious. It's going to take about an hour in the fridge before this is ready. I don't think I can wait that long, but you have to have patience. Patience is a virtue. That's what I was told. Another one of those terrible lies you're told as a kid. So yeah, I've got some fanciness coming in a minute here to top this pie off. But before I get to that, I wanted to say, I'm a bit of a t-shirt fanatic, and usually I have something environmental and animal rights preachy on. But today I instead have one of my favorite TV shows, Twin Peaks. Now, I love to show off my t-shirts. This one has pie filling all over it now. But it fits for today's theme, because if you're Twin Peaks fans, you know that Cooper, he always goes to get pie at the Double R Diner. Check that out. And damn good coffee. Oh man, isn't that great? Oh, and by the way, don't forget to like the bowl. That's a very important part of making dessert. Less mess. That's for the dishwasher to do. So along with some peanut butter cups, I'm going to sprinkle some chocolate chips on the top. Oh, look at how absolutely terrible my spreading is. There you go. So there you have it. Thank you for tuning in once again to In the Kitchen with the Conservationist Conversationalist. Make sure to subscribe to this channel down below. Leave your questions and comments as well. And go and subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, Podomatic, and SoundCloud as well. And you can also go find Conservationist Conversationalist on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all those great things that everybody's like, I'm quitting, I'm doing it for real this time. But they actually just continue to stay on them. So yeah, go and find me there. And you will see my podcast, my pictures from hiking up here in the Pacific Northwest, as well as my dessert recipes, as you just saw tonight. So thank you very much, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.